through with it.
Don't you know that it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind?
It's just so cold and deliberate. Sneaking into a hotel, renting a room under another name. I just feel so foolish. I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't have to apologize, all right?
You'd make a perfect lover.
Maybe, but a lousy husband.
Thanks, I already have one of those.
Well, I'll leave first. Give yourself a couple of minutes, okay?
I wasn't trying to hide.
I know that. Your name was on the register. That's why I waited in the lobby.
Hey, I'm sorry.
If you just call my brother and talk to him.
I did talk to him. He's the one that called me, told me to find you and get you back to Chicago.
But I haven't had a chance to talk to my wife yet. My wife and I separated. You know, we had some trouble and she left me. Now, I know she's here. I just haven't been able to find her.
Open the door, Mr. Calloway.
All I want to do is find Amy. Talk to her and get this whole thing straightened out. That's all.
Why don't you just get your bag packed?
Look, about 2 weeks ago, we had a fight. And she left me.
Hey, 2 weeks ago, you escaped from the Illinois State Hospital for the criminally insane. Your brother figured you'd come to San Francisco, so he called me, told me to find you and get you on the first plane back to Chicago.
I can't go back there. Not until I talk to Amy.
You're gonna go back with me or with the police?
Please, all I need is a couple of days.
Pack your bag, Mr. Calloway. I'll call your brother. Tell him we're on our way.
I need corroborating evidence to prove that Brody was at the scene of the crime when the robbery and the murder took place. Can you understand that?
We can't. He was wearing a mask.
All right, Jerry. What if I can prove that he wasn't where he said he was during the crime?
Not good enough. I'm sorry. Brody is guilty as hell. I know he's guilty. You know he's guilty.
All right, then you tell his attorney that I'll prove that he lied about his whereabouts during the robbery. And if he asks me, I'll confirm it.
That still does not place him at the scene of the crime, does it?
I'm not talking about crime. I'm talking about guilt. If he's guilty, they'll try to make a deal with you. If not, that's what trials are for.
Well, we'll just have to give it a try. I'll see you guys in the morning.
No, Jerry. It's tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, remember?
Whatever.
Poor guy hasn't been to bed before 2 in the morning for the past 3 weeks.
Who has? Homicide Stone.
Yes. I think I've just seen somebody murdered. At the Mark Hopkins. Room 1248.
All right, would you give me your name and...
That was Judy. You just canceled my lunch date.
Well, it's not. You've got another one with me. Come on.
1248.
Roger Calloway, Chicago.
When did he check in?
2 days ago.
Single?
The registration constable is married.
Yes?
Mr. Calloway, this is hotel security. I'm Joseph Ailes. These gentlemen with the San Francisco police.
The police?
Now, I'm sure it's all a mistake. But, well, we've had a report of trouble.
Trouble? I don't understand.
Do you mind if we look through your room?
No, it's all right. Come in. What kind of trouble?
No, it's probably just a crank call. It happens.
Have you been here for the past hour or two?
Yeah, except I went downstairs for a few minutes to get something for a headache.
Maybe the lady who called got the wrong room number.
Or the wrong hotel.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry we troubled you.
That's all right, anytime.
Thank you. You know, as much as I like you guys, I was hoping your luck was bad.
Oh, relax, Joe. If there was a body around, you'd want us to find it, wouldn't you?
No, I'd rather have you remove it. Hold the elevator, please. Thank you.
Frank, I got Brody cold on murder one. What are you trying
Look,
to...
if he pleads guilty to armed robbery, what do you ask?
Count to 20.
Oh, come on. Give my client a break, will you, Jerry?
Brody has been in the joint 3 times for armed robbery. It hasn't taught him a thing. I'm going to bury him this time.
Jerry?
Hey, attempted murder. 10 to 20, or we go to trial. Talk to your client.
I'll get back to you.
Hey, what are you doing in this neck of the woods?
Just passing through, stranger. Thought we might have lunch and talk. You know, like friends and old married folk.
Look, Carolyn, I got to have supporting arguments for a motion by 3 o'clock when the court reconvenes.
Jerry, I've got to talk to someone.
Look, why don't you call your sister? You know how she loves to talk. I'll see you later. Oh.
They had them printed here, didn't they? It says Winefield Stationers, doesn't it?
Well, we can check it in the book.
I'd like to be able to get them a new supply, and I'd appreciate it if you'd send it directly to the house.
Ah, here we are. Blake, 121 Coast Street.
121 Coast. That's them.
Maid?
Maid? Oh, excuse me, I'll come back later. Mister? Hey! Mister?
What have you got, Bernie?
Strangled. Whoever did it used some kind of strap. See the marks?
Could have been a luggage strap.
Belt, maybe.
Any ID?
Dilworth, Gordon Dilworth, lived here in San Francisco.
54 years old, private investigator.
Something's wrong here. This room was rented to a guy named Dawson, Fred Dawson.
What address?
Out in Mill Valley.
Not the same.
Dilworth didn't want to use his real name and address.
Who found the body?
The maid, she's out in the hall.
Will you get her for me, please?
Sure.
I want the time of death as soon as possible, Bernie. I'm going to compare it with that telephone call I got.
You'll have it when I have it. Charlie?
This is Mary Johnson. Now, don't be nervous.
I'm not.
Are you the maid on this floor?
One of them. There's 3.
Did you ever see this man before?
No, sir, never. Just them.
Them?
Yeah, the couple that took the room. I was next door cleaning when they came.
Can you describe them for us?
Well, he was real good looking. Dark, well, like him, except older.
And the woman?
Blonde hair, blue eyes, late 30s. About so high, good figure. Both of them were kind of nervous. It took him a couple of tries to get the key in the lock.
Oh, thank you very much.
If there's a trial, will you call me to testify?
Do you mind?
Anything to get off my feet for a couple of days.
A man takes a room under an assumed name with a young lady. Now, what does that suggest to you?
An affair. The woman could have been Dilworth's wife, a man her lover. Dilworth probably followed them here. The 2 men fought. The lover killed Dilworth and ran. The woman called the police, but in her confusion, she gave you the wrong room number. How am I doing?
And what about Dawson?
I'll try the garage. If he drove a car and if he parked in the garage, they might have his license number.
You thought that out all by yourself, huh? All right, I'll tell you what. You try it, and I'll try the Dilworth office. Maybe there's a connection there. Hey.
Oh, I didn't want to bother you, Fred. Were you busy?
Not really. I'm glad you called.
I'm sorry.
Hey, will you stop apologizing? Anyway, I've decided to take the afternoon off.
I just had to talk to somebody.
We'll walk and we'll talk.
Sure. Sure, I'm not keeping you.
I'm sure. Come on. All right. What's on your mind?
Well, Fred, I think I saw a murder. Yeah.
Where?
At the hotel. It was after you left. I waited a few minutes and then I started to go. And the door across the hall was open. And I saw a man being strangled. Yeah. I mean, I think it looked like he was being strangled.
All right. What did you do?
I called the police. I didn't tell them my name. I was afraid they might find out about...
I know. Carolyn, let me ask you this. Did you see the killer?
No. I couldn't see him.
And more important, love, did he see you?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then you got nothing to worry about.
No, but don't you understand? If I saw a murder, I'm an eyewitness.
Honey, now, wait a minute. You didn't see the killer. You didn't actually see the man die. Honey, you don't know anything. There's nothing for you to testify to.
But I am an eyewitness. I could tell them what room the murder took place in.
Honey, you've done that already. You called them, you reported, you told them everything you could tell them. The rest is up to them. Carolyn, if I thought it would help you, or even the police, I suggest that you go to them and tell them everything you know. Now, come on, you tell me. What do you want to do?
I think...
What?
I think I just want to forget about it. As soon as possible.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to go out, and I want you to get your hair done. I want you to buy a new dress. I want you to do something good for yourself.
I can't.
Why?
I have to take Artie to the park. I promised him. Thanks, Freddie.
Anytime, love. Morning, noon, and night. You call me if you need me.
What kept you?
Well, the secretary was out to lunch, so I waited for her. Here, you drive. Dilworth wasn't married. So that takes care of your theory. The secretary didn't know what he was working on, so that knocks mine out of the box. I hope you got something.
Fred Dawson drove a black Porsche into the garage. DMV has it registered to the public relations firm of Dawes and Dichter.
Dawes. Short for Dawson?
Fred M. Dawes. Maybe. I call his office, but he's left for the day. I have his home address.
Well, come on, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Can I help you?
Excuse me, but haven't I seen you somewhere before?
All my life, I've wanted somebody to try that line on me. When I was in high school, I used to sit around for hours on end just trying to think up answers to that question.
Well, here's your chance.
All right, give it to me again.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Rangoon, 1932, the rainy season. You were the Raja of Rajapur. I was the Eurasian princess from Singapore.
I'm from Chicago.
Oh. Well, sorry, I've never been there.
The Embarcadero, about 2 o'clock.
Yes, I was there about that time.
That's where it was. I remember thinking how attractive you were.
Oh, well, thanks.
I don't see that many familiar faces around here, so when I do, I usually remember.
How long you been here?
Just a few days. I'm from Chicago. I think I said that, didn't I?
Well, you'll feel right at home here. We've got wind and fog and rain.
Snow?
No, no snow.
Good, I hate snow.
Family with you?
No. My wife and I are no longer together.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's just water under the bridge, as they say. I've made an excellent adjustment to the situation. At least that's what I've been told.
You sound like you don't believe it.
It's just that I'm not sure. I was trying to help build a business. Make a career, be a success, and that takes time. You don't work 8 hours a day and just stop, and it's not just 5 days a week. If you never understood. I was doing it for us.
Did she ask you to?
I don't understand.
I mean, did she ask you to be such a big success? Did she ask you to work all those hours?
No, she didn't have to ask me.
Wow. And maybe that wasn't what she wanted.
Then what did she want?
You. Well, on that bit of instant analysis, I have to go home and make supper. Bye. Artie, come on, hon.
Hey, I don't know your name.
Carolyn.
Roger.
Welcome to San Francisco, Roger.
Mr. Dawes? Dawes?
Can I go home now?
Before you go home, give us the bottom line, will you, Bernie?
The gun in his hand fired the bullet in his brain, which was the cause of death.
And it was suicide.
The physical evidence would seem to support that conclusion. His prints on the gun, powder marks on the index finger.
I don't buy it. Just doesn't feel right.
I also state in the report that there's a bruise of unexplained origin behind the right ear, which occurred before death.
Was there enough force there to make Dawes unconscious?
Maybe.
Is that a positive maybe or a qualified maybe?
An unsupported maybe. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night. Thanks a lot.
Anytime.
Cherchez la femme.
Find the woman.
Yeah. Whoever she is, Dilworth and Dawes fought over her in that hotel room. Dawes killed Dilworth, went home, brooded about it, and then he killed himself.
And what about the bruise behind the right ear?
Bumped his head getting into his Porsche. How am I doing?
I think you're beginning to lose your touch. As for myself, I've had it. I'm going home. Good night.
Good night.
Jack. Still morning in Chicago?
Roger.
I just thought I'd call you and let you know that I'm okay. I don't want you to worry about me.
Where are you, Roger?
I'm in New York.
Hey, that's quite a coincidence. I'll be flying into New York later this afternoon. Just, tell me where you're staying and I'll...
That's a lie! You're not flying anywhere.
Roger. Since when did we start lying to each other?
Jack, I've got to get this thing settled. I want you to leave me alone. And don't send anybody else looking for me, you understand?
Roger, did you run into Dilworth? He's the only guy I talked to. I figured you might head for San Francisco. Is that where you are?
Jack, I've got to talk to Amy. Now, we can settle it if I can just sit down and talk to her.
Roger. Amy's dead.
No. Amy's here. She's here.
Roger, please.
Sure you don't have time to eat?
No, gotta get down to the office.
You have something in your stomach.
Yeah. I'll get a sweet roll at the cafeteria.
You gonna be home for supper?
Nope. And neither are you. That's because I'm taking you out to a very special restaurant. The one you like to go to. The one we always go to on our anniversary.
You remembered.
When have I ever forgotten?
What time should I be ready?
Could you meet me there? Sorry.
What time?
7:30.
All right, but please, don't be late. You know how I hate to sit by myself.
You have my word. 7:30. The milk. Drink your milk.
Fred Dawes was a rare kind of man. I met him in college. We were friends ever since. Partners here for the last 10 years. I just can't believe Freddie would commit suicide, Lieutenant. He loved life too much. I know it sounds trite, but it's true.
What about women?
Well, he was no Don Juan or Casanova, if that's what you're suggesting. He just liked women. Fat or thin, ugly or beautiful. He thought they were more interesting than men.
What about married women?
Well, why not?
We're looking for one in particular. She's in her, late 30s, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Lieutenant, there are three kinds of men. Those who kiss and tell, those who kiss and don't tell, and those who don't kiss but tell anyway. Fred was the second kind. Very discreet, never said anything about what he did or with whom.
What about Dilworth? Does that mean anything to you? Gordon Dilworth?
No, nothing. Sorry.
So am I. Thanks for your time, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Hey, it's me.
Hi, Roger. Hi, are you following me?
Just shopping. Need a ride?
No, thanks. My car is just down the street.
Get in, I'll give you a lift.
Oh, okay. Thanks. It's about 2 or 3 blocks down.
I was thinking about what you said yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roger. I shouldn't have said anything. It's none of my business. I don't know you or your wife.
That's what I was thinking. You weren't talking about me, you were talking about yourself.
That's none of your business.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you.
Why do you always do that?
Do what?
Say I'm sorry.
Maybe I have a compulsive need to apologize.
For what?
My sins, my shortcomings, my inadequacies.
It's not your fault. Maybe if you felt needed, you wouldn't,
Oh, I feel needed. I don't feel wanted. There's a difference.
No, it's not you. It couldn't be you.
When a man spends too much time with his job, it could be because he's trying to get away from his marriage.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to get away from the marriage. I'm trying to build...
It's not a fault, and I'm not blaming anyone. But there are times when the marriage is more important than the job. Like today. It's our anniversary, and we're supposed to have dinner at Marioni's restaurant at 7:30. Well, if he's not there... Oh, that's my car.
Oh, wait a minute. I want to explain something.
No, you don't owe me any explanation, Roger. Thanks for the ride.
Amy, wait, I have to talk to you.
Mike! Excuse me. Too bad you guys don't have a phone in your car. I could have saved you a trip.
Postponed again?
Nope. Brody's lawyer wants to see me in the judge's chambers at 6:30. I think Brody wants to take the deal, but he wants to do a little more bargaining.
Good, then we can spend the afternoon working on Dawes.
Who?
A guy named Fred Dawes. Possible suicide, could be murder.
Say that again?
Possible suicide, could be murder.
The name?
Fred Dawes.
Not Dawes and Dichter.
That's right. Do you know him?
Yeah, I had lunch with him 3 weeks ago.
Jerry, look, this whole thing was your idea. You picked the time, you picked the place.
Carolyn, I know that, and I'm sorry about it. I just didn't realize this was going to go on.
Why didn't you let me know before I got here?
Well, I thought I was going to be able to get away early. Now it looks like it's going to go on for another hour or two.
All right. All right. Thank you for calling. Thank you. Now I'm convinced. You are following me.
You're right. This time. Your glasses.
Oh, that's what became of them. Oh, no. I remember. I was wearing them when I got out of your car.
You were wearing your reading glasses.
Oh, yeah. Well, now that you know I wear reading glasses, you know all my secrets. What time is it?
It's almost 8 o'clock.
Why don't you join me? My husband is working late at the office. Do you know how to open champagne?
Yes, you just take off the top. What's this?
It's for you. For making me aware of all my faults.
First, we'll open the champagne. Then I'll open my present. Then,
You can take me home. How'd you know which house was mine?
you told me.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
It's been such a nice evening. I hate to go in.
Then don't.
What's the matter? You look so serious.
Just thinking about us.
There isn't any us, Roger. Did you like the cufflinks?
Oh, yeah. They're very nice.
Happy anniversary.
You know, if two people really try, they can work things out.
That's what I keep telling myself.
But they have to understand where things went wrong, where the mistakes were made.
How did you know my address?
I looked it up.
Why?
Oh, Amy, I missed you.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let that happen.
Please.
I may forget it at times, but I am still married.
Married? He doesn't care about you.
But I am still married. For better or for worse. Goodbye, Roger.
Till death do us part.
come in.
Jerry?
Hi, Dan.
Hey, we just found out what happened.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
Fractured, bruised, and helpless.
The investigating officer said you wanted to talk to me.
Well, I haven't told my wife about this because I don't want to worry her. But what happened tonight wasn't just a simple hit and run. The person driving that car was trying to kill me.
You have any idea who it was?
I prosecute 200, maybe 250 cases a year. It could have been any one of those people.
Well, do you remember anything about the car?
Well, just what I told the officer. It was a dark brown sedan, late model, and I got 2 letters off the license plate, EM. Carolyn. Hi, this is Mike Stone.
Hello.
Nice
Dan
to meet you.
Robbins.
Nice to
My
meet you.
wife.
Hello. I thought you were going to get dressed.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. You see, everything I own here is made to be put on with 2 hands.
Oh, I'll help you.
All right, we just wanted to find out how you were.
Well, they're sending me home, so I guess I'm okay.
Yeah.
Listen, Mike, have you heard any more about Fred Dawes? Carolyn, I forgot to tell you. Freddie is dead.
Freddie? How?
Well, we don't know. It could be suicide.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, not Freddie. No, not suicide. No, no.
Sorry, Carolyn.
Mike?
Late 30s. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Trim young figure.
Was her voice on the phone?
Sometimes an investigation is going to take you places you don't want to go.
Well, hello again.
Hello.
Jerry's asleep right now, but if it's anything...
We're not here to see your husband. Well, we want to talk to you.
Oh? About Jerry's accident?
No, about Fred M. Dawes.
Would you like to come in?
Yes.
Sit down.
No, thank you. Can you tell us where you were Wednesday, about noon?
I don't understand. What difference could it make where I was?
Well, about that time, Mr. Dawes and a lady fitting your general description, were in the Mark Hopkins Hotel, room 1245. A short time later, I received an anonymous phone call that there was a murder in room 1248. It was a woman's voice. And then later, we found Mr. Dilworth dead in room 1245. Were you the woman with Mr. Dawes? Did you place that phone call?
Well, Carolyn, answer him. Are you that woman?
Yes. To both questions.
Well, we can continue this down at the station if you prefer.
No. Go right ahead.
Will you tell us exactly what you saw?
The door was open, and I thought I saw a man being strangled.
What was he being strangled with?
I'm not sure.
What was the room number?
I told you. 1248.
And not 1245?
No. Fred and I were in room 1245. That's the room I was coming out of. murder was taking place directly across the hall. 1248.
Did you see the killer?
No. He was behind the door.
That means you couldn't identify him.
No.
Dan, what was the name of that fellow in room 1248? Roger what?
Calloway.
That's
from
right.
Chicago.
Chicago. What does he look like?
Tall, 180, dark hair.
Oh, my God.
Have you seen him?
Yes. First at the park. And then last night at the restaurant. When you didn't show up, he was there. He was following me.
He was probably trying to eliminate witnesses.
No. No, we were alone last night. He brought me home.
What happened?
He kissed me. And he called me Amy. Hello? Roger?
Carolyn, are you alone?
Yes. Why?
I have to talk to you. Can you meet me?
Where?
At the bench in the park. In half an hour.
Which park?
The southwest corner of Jefferson Park. There's a bench by the lake.
We'll find it. You stay here.
If you're waiting for me to apologize, you're gonna grow old standing right there. Roger,
You lied to me.
I was actually...
You lied! You called the police.
No. My husband was in an accident.
I know. You called them and told them I did it.
Why would I tell them that?
Carolyn, what's going on?
Who's he?
He's my husband.
That's a lie! He's dead. I killed him.
Inspectors 8-1.
Inspectors 8-1.
337 has a brown sedan, possibly matching your hit and run. Corner Ellis and Bates.
Ellison Bates, that's right around the corner from Blake. 10-4.
He's another one of your lovers, like the guy in the hotel.
No, Roger.
Don't worry, Amy. I'm not going to hurt you. Not this time. It's him. Him!
Don't!
Get out of the way, Amy!
My name's not Amy. I'm Carolyn. Remember? I thought we were friends. Who is Amy? Roger? What happened to her?
I hit her. She died.
You killed her?
It was an accident! Police!
Drop it. Do like the man says.
No!
Are you all right? This is Lieutenant Stone. I want a unit at 121 Coast Road. Pick up a prisoner. Let's see now. Preliminary hearings. Here it is, Division 2.
I'm sorry I didn't contact you earlier, but I didn't know what was happening until I got here. Tried to reach Dilworth.
Found out he was murdered?
It was the phone call that threw me. Roger called me, told me not to worry. I thought he might be in control. Then he said he'd seen Amy. Amy was his wife.
Yeah, we got a call from the Illinois police, and they said that she was dead, that he killed her.
He caught her in bed with another man. What would you have done? I'm sorry, Lieutenant. You see, I kind of understand what he did. You know, he first met Amy here. That's why I thought he might come back. I knew he was a little twisted, but I had no idea he'd gone completely schizo.
That's why they're putting him where he won't hurt anyone else.
Well, if there's anything you want me to sign, I'll be here for the next few days.
Okay, thank you. Division 2 is down the hall and to the left, sir. Well, Jerry.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Did you get the report from the lab?
What report?
Well, they found those set of prints on the cash register belonged to Brody.
That's great. The guy who prosecutes Brody's gonna love that.
I thought you were going to prosecute him.
Not anymore. We're going to Acapulco, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Point South.
Vacation?
No. Second honeymoon. See you guys later.
Attention all units, 406 at the cannery, Leavenworth Street. Central 4 has been shot.
Respond.
81 to the cannery.
Inspectors 8-1 to headquarters. This is Stone. I'm at the cannery Leavenworth entrance. 408. Got an officer here losing blood fast. Get that wagon in gear. You all right? Dead?
Yeah. He had a gun, Mike.
Where is it?
I don't know, but I saw he had one.
Okay. They get younger every day, don't they?
This one's not.
Spencer Davies. Come here, stay with him. We're gonna call another ambulance.
Mike, he had a gun.
Never mind, come on. He had a gun, find it. How about a cup of coffee?
I don't think so, Mike.
Come on, now, you got me at a weak moment. My treat.
No, thanks.
You're sure?
Yep.
You want me to do that?
Thanks, Mike. I can finish it up.
That the other kid?
Yeah, we nailed him a couple of blocks away. Said he was taking a shortcut through the cannery. Heard the shooting and ran.
Well, it's the truth. I didn't do anything.
Okay, son. Why don't you just tell us exactly what it is you heard?
I heard shots. Gunshots.
Where were you coming from?
The movies.
Alone?
No, I was with a buddy.
Well, where's this buddy now?
We heard the shots and we broke up.
What does this friend of yours look like?
I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell anybody anything. You're not going to pin it on him either.
We're not trying to pin anything on anybody, son. We just want to know what happened. Now, a couple of police officers have been hurt. Now, nobody's trying to blame your friend for anything. We just have to know his name.
Spence. Spence Davies.
I said, listen, if I'm out, then the umpire
Excuse me.
is too, because I just stepped
I'm looking for LD.
Yes, he's behind the bar.
Hey, wait a minute. You said you played pro. Yeah, I played pro. Well, let's put it like this. I had a cup of coffee in the pros. 22 games in the bullpen for the Brownies.
The who?
The St. Louis Browns, 1949. Forget it, it's before your time. And don't ask me about any earned run averages, because when you hear the way I lie about it, you wonder why I wasn't playing for the Yankees. Yes, sir.
You're Al Davies?
That's right. What can I do for you?
My name is Stone.
What, you come to check the wallpaper? It's kosher. Had it renewed last May.
I wish it were just about a license, Mr. Davies, but it's not. Could I have a glass of water, please?
Yeah, sure.
It's about your son, Mr. Davies.
Which one?
Spencer.
Spence? Ah, come on. Don't tell me he's in any kind of trouble. What happened?
There's been a shooting, Mr. Davies.
A what?
There was a shooting, and...
Is he hurt?
Your son is dead.
Carolyn homicide. I was one of the guys that rolled on your 406.
You got him?
I thought maybe you could give us a description.
It was dark. I didn't see much.
Yeah.
I did see one of them. He was tall. 6'2", 6'3". Blonde. Thin. Beanpole.
Wait a minute, how many were there?
2.
Only sought to.
Look, we got a couple of guys. One's about 5'9". He's got long hair, sandy blonde. He's about 150 pounds. He's a young kid. He's about 15.
Didn't see him.
Well, the other one is, the other one's a little thinner, and he's shorter. He's got black hair, and he's about 15, too.
No.
You sure?
Couldn't have been.
But they were running. We were pulling up.
Different guys. Not the way these two handle themselves. The gun. Taking on Anders. Couldn't have been 15. More like 20. And tough.
Inspector, please. I think you'd better let Mr. Berger rest now.
Okay, hang in.
The body is that of a Caucasian male weighing approximately 170 pounds, measuring 70 3/4 inches. The head is bald, sides are shaved, eyes are brown. There's a small scar on the right ear. The nose and the mouth are essentially unremarkable, with the exception of cavities in the upper right incisor and the lower right molar.
We can go now.
Pop, let's go.
Mr. Davies?
Who did it? Who killed my son?
I told you, an officer. Your son had a gun.
My son had a gun? This boy? Mister, you don't know my son. Your officer had the gun. And I warn him he's gonna pay.
Send in Steve Keller.
Rudy?
I read your report, Steve. Tell me, what about the gun?
Haven't found it yet.
You're sure there was one?
Yes, Rudy, there was a gun.
You better read this.
Wrongful death.
Civil suit.
$500,000?
And I'm afraid that's just for openers, Steve. I don't have to tell you that this is one of the most sensitive situations that we can get into.
What are you doing, nail me to a desk? I'm not sitting up in the squad room doing paperwork while some guy...
I wish it were just that, Steve. I'm afraid it's going to be more. There'll be an inquest to determine whether or not there's sufficient grounds to try you for manslaughter.
Manslaughter? Rudy, the kid had a gun. He already shot an officer and he fired at me.
Well, then we'll do our damnedest to prove it, Steve. But until we do, or until we know if the DA's office is going to bring charges, I'm going to have to ask for your gun and your badge.
What are you doing, a little early Christmas shopping?
You know what I'm doing.
Now, wait a minute. I know what you're supposed to be doing. Now, sitting it out means sitting it out.
Michael, it is all hanging out. Little thing called my life. Now, I gotta find that gun.
Oh, no. No, we've got to find that gun, buddy boy, the rest of us, not you. Now, I talked to Olson. The Police Officers Association is trying to get Pete Flint to represent you. Remember him?
Yeah, but that...
He knows the law inside and out.
Wait a minute, what does the association have to do?
I told you, you're not in this alone. We could have all been in the same boat. That's the lousy part of this job. This happened before, and it'll happen again.
It's a great thought to have to live with.
Now, look. Come here. Now, that moment in your life when you first decided, maybe a cop, why not? While you were shaving, some gal at the movies, cutting a class in college, trying to decide what to do with your future. Now, I don't know. But somewhere in that moment, it must have crossed your mind that what happened last night might just happen to you, right?
I guess, yeah.
Don't guess, I know. It's the same with all of us.
But I don't know. Nobody's found that gun. Beginning to have a few doubts myself.
Now, you listen to me. You looked me in the eyes last night and you said there was a gun. Then there was. And we're going to find it.
I'm sorry about Spence.
Yeah.
Where's Al?
He's getting dressed.
Hello, lady.
Al? Are you really going to court with this?
It was murder, Laney. It wasn't any accident.
I don't know about that, Dad.
You don't know about what?
Well, I mean, how are you going to handle it? You got to get a lawyer.
I got a lawyer.
Yeah, but they cost a lot of dough. And the cops, you know how they stick together. I don't think you can really fight them.
What's the matter with you? Is it, if I don't fight him, it's like everything they're saying about your brother is true. Is that what you want? Is that the kind of an epitaph you want for your own brother? The best kid that ever... Jack, I'm going to fight him with everything I got left.
Jack, he didn't.
I gotta go, Lanny. I'm late for work.
Hello? Yes? Oh, no, just a minute, please. Al?
Yeah.
Funeral home.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, want to know if blue tie was all right. How do I know if a blue tie is all right? Blue
Isn't that something? What you remember sometimes. I remember a little blue tricycle. And Spence. Remember how he was a regular southpaw? That kid was a left-hander from the time he was born, practically. Well, once, for his birthday, his third one, I got him this blue trike, see? I mean, all the other kids had a red one. I got him a blue one, bright blue. And he got on it, see, and he started to pedal. Well, stupid thing started to go backwards. And I said to his mother, Marie, I think our son is left-footed, too. And Marie, sick as she was, she knew she was dying even then. But she started to laugh, see? She started to laugh. And then I started laughing. And we laughed. Oh, my God. Oh, stupid blue trunk. Junk. It's junk now, probably. Just broken, rusty. It's just gone.
Hey.
Thanks.
Say, you fellas know a Spence Davies?
You fuzz, man?
Yeah, that's right.
How about the ball?
How about a nice quiet talk?
Just give us the ball, man,
no, I don't
okay?
want to hassle you. Your name's Saunders?
That's right.
I thought so. All City about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, man, look, you're holding up the game, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. But you see, there's an officer in the hospital with a bullet in him. There's another one in intensive care just barely holding on, and I'm just trying to find out what happened.
Yeah, well, the way we hear it, there's a kid that's dead who didn't do nothing.
Maybe.
Maybe. Funeral's tomorrow, man. How about that ball, okay?
Look, I want the truth like anybody else. I need a name.
You came to the wrong place, Charlie.
Cool it. Look, we don't know nothing. We don't want no trouble.
You know names. Now, he was about your height, your age. Blonde.
What's he done?
He may be the guy who started the shooting.
Yeah, well, maybes don't cut it here. All we know is one thing for sure, and that's one of your boys ended the shooting.
Some coffee, Mr. Davies?
Oh, no, thank you.
Pete, Mr. Mendoza?
No, thank you.
Steve.
Jerry, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem, Steve. Inspector Keller, this is Vincent Mendoza, who represents
Mendoza?
Mr. Davies.
Inspector?
Mr. Davies asked to be here today.
Mr. Davies?
And you know Pete Flynn, of course?
Yes, Steve.
Sit down, Steve. I think you understand what a deposition is, just the taking of a statement by both sides prior to the hearing. All right, I think we can begin. Mr. Mendoza?
Just give us your version, Inspector, using your own words.
I was cruising the North Sector with my partner.
Lieutenant Michael Stone.
That's right. It's about 11:30 in the evening when we picked up a 406 and an alert that an officer had been shot.
406.
That's right. It's a code number. It means an officer needs assistance. And it came from the cannery over on Leavenworth, and we were in the vicinity, so we rolled on it. Anyway, when we approached the area, we saw two males running from the scene of the crime.
Crime? What crime?
It would have been a burglary. That's why Berger and Anders were there, and they got jumped and Berger's got shot.
And you knew all that at the time, just from one code?
No.
All you really knew was that an officer called in asking for assistance.
Yes. And that he'd been shot.
Thank you, Inspector. You may continue.
Jack!
Yeah?
Jack! I've got to talk to you.
Gotta get this done, Laney.
Jack, we've got to talk.
What about?
What happened with Spence?
You know what happened. He got shot.
What was he doing there?
You know that, too. He was coming home from the movies with Billy Garner.
Jack, it's me. You've trusted me before.
He was coming home from the movies, Laney, and that cop saw him running and shot him. That's what happened.
You didn't want your father to press charges before. Now, why not?
You heard?
Yeah, I heard. I heard excuses. Now I want to hear the truth.
Leave it alone, will you, Laney? Spence is dead, and that cop shot him, and that's the truth.
You saw a gun,
Yes.
but not a face.
No, not clearly. Look, Mr. Mendoza, I know what you're trying to do.
Steve, just answer the questions. Mr. Mendoza? All right, go ahead, Steve.
When I told him to halt, he moved again, turned around. Like I said, he fired at me before. So I figured that when...
Fired at you before. My son never held a gun in his life. You're the one with the gun. Here, while you were winning all your medals for marksmanship, my son was winning these for sportsmanship, for something clean and good. Here, you take them.
Mr. Davies, please.
No, I want him to have them. I want him to always remember the kind of a kid he killed with that gun that he lives with. A boy that was good enough to win all of these. Here, take them.
Mr. Davies, any more outbursts out of you and you leave.
I think I know how he feels, Jerry.
Oh, that's the biggest lie of all. Nobody can know how I feel, but least of all the man that murdered my son.
The only thing I think now, Lieutenant, is I better let you take a look at a couple of yearbooks that go back quite a way. Well, he must have played ball here. If he didn't, the coaches missed a good bet. The way he could move, the way he took those walls. Well, she's hitting the grounds pretty well, too. I'm sure he went through that gym before. Sports are in the back. Anything?
Nope.
How about him? Jimmy Quayle. Real good ball player, but a real pack of trouble, too.
No. This guy was taller. Blonde, had almost white hair.
Wait a minute. Maybe we're not going back far enough. We had a kid here who only played for us a year. One of the finest looking sophomores we had in a long time. Here you go. Lonnie Carter.
That's him, Lonnie Carter. Got a file on him?
I'll give you what we had.
Played ball only 1 year, huh?
That's right.
How come?
He dropped out.
Anybody know why?
Number one crippler today, Lieutenant. Drugs.
You're police.
Mrs. Carter?
Lonnie's not home.
Where can I find him?
What's he done now?
I'd like to ask him a couple of questions.
Look, I tried with that boy. My husband and me, we tried, and he's clean. He promised us. He's got a job, and he's clean.
A job? Where's the job, Mrs. Carter?
He works in the afternoon. He starts at 4 o'clock. He'll be there. And if he's not, I want to know, because I told him, you lose a job, you lose a home.
Where, Mrs. Carter?
He works at the museum near the wharf, Ripley's.
Get these people out of here. Say, has that got a back door? Come on, stop this car. Get out of here.
Now you freeze.
That's him.
Carter, I read you the rights, you know the rules. Now, you don't have to say anything, but if you want to, let's start with names.
Okay, sure. But you gotta know, I didn't shoot nobody. I didn't have no gun.
Somebody did.
Yeah?
Who?
Jack.
Jack who?
Jack Davies.
Hey, how do I get to Parkhurst and Clay from here?
Well, go down 3 blocks, so I get 30 bucks.
You got more than that, man. All those cameras.
All right, 50. But that's it, because we had to stash the rest of the stuff.
Sorry about your brother. Hey, did you hear about Lonnie?
What about him?
He just got busted. Sweet dreams.
Sorry you had to wait.
Not at all, thank you.
I hope that's not too strong.
Mr. Davies, we've got to talk.
I got nothing to talk about with you. Any more talk comes from my lawyer.
Then I'll talk and you listen. We picked up one of the kids. Name is Lonnie Carter. Do you know him?
No.
He knows your son, Jack.
Listen, Stone, get out of here. Oh, so help me, cop or no cop, I'm gonna hand you your head.
I've got a statement.
You got a statement? How you got it is something else again, isn't it?
Would you, Miss Russo? I lost my glasses chasing the kid who gave us that.
Elaine?
We have to hear it sometime, Al. There was me and Jack Davies. We always worked together.
His words, not mine.
Jack always brought a gun. The first time I saw it, I said, "Hey, man, we don't want any blood. Just bread for stuff." But Jack, he's more hooked than me. He shoots the hard stuff. And those cats don't listen. No way I could make him listen.
What are you trying to do to me? I mean, you're trying to tell me both of my sons are rotten? You expect me to believe that?
Not both your sons, Mr. Davies.
Well, what?
I didn't know Spence and the other kids were even going to be there that night. We always worked alone. Before. But this was a bigger job. Chancier. And Jack had them stay outside as lookouts. I don't know why they came, really. They weren't users.
We picked up the Garner boy again. He confirmed this. Then I spoke to Jack's boss at the pier. He said Jack left early last night. Complained of a sore throat. Didn't want to stay out in that late night breeze coming off the water. If I remember correctly, he told you that he had worked late. That's why he didn't know where Spencer was. Don't you remember that, Mr. Davies? Do you know where Jack is now? Well, if you happen to hear from him, I'd appreciate hearing from you. You could still have that gun. A lot of people have been hurt already. I'll be downtown.
My sons. Thieves, that's what I had.
Oh, don't. Spence was a good kid. You know that. Don't do this to yourself. Couldn't you see what was happening with Jack? Couldn't you see that he was sick?
Did you know?
Yes.
And you didn't tell me?
Well, I wanted to. I must have tried 100 times, but you wouldn't let me. I wanted to take your hand and push you to him and say, look at him. I wanted you to see. How could I? I'm not his mother. I'm not even your wife.
I'm sorry, Ellie.
No problem.
Al? Al?
Steve.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Been walking.
We tried to find you. Mike nailed your blonde phantom.
When?
About an hour ago.
Do you have the gun?
Not yet, but the guy says there was one.
Where's Mike now?
Over with the kid's old man. He said he'd call in if...
Hello?
Is Lieutenant Stone there, please?
No, he's not. Can I take a message?
Yes. Tell him Elaine Russo is calling. That Jack Davies is at the pier, and his father has gone after him. Please, it's very important.
Jack! Where are you?
Use it on me. That's what you want to do, isn't it?
I don't know what I want to do. What? Why? Why, Spence? Why? Why your own brother? Don't! Why? Davey! It's over! It's over! It's not over! It's not over until I know why Spence was there! Why did he have that gun?
He didn't have the gun. I had it. I shot, and I fell. Spence was there. He saw me drop the gun. He knew that they might trace it back to me, so he went back and picked it up. After he got shot, he fell, and I grabbed it.
And you ran! You left your brother there to die!
He was dead already.
Why was he there? Why?
He was trying to help me. He knew I was hooked. He knew I couldn't go to you for help. He saw me when I needed help. He saw what you never saw. When Mom died, you needed somebody to love. It really couldn't be me. I couldn't do what Spence could do. I couldn't make ball clubs. I couldn't do accounting with you. All you could think of was Spence.
Johnny Bench. You'll blast it out of the park. Don't pitch to him.
I'll be right back. Hi, Mr. Davies.
Hello, Steve.
Hi.
Hello, Steve.
Get you something?
No, I just, I came by to see how Jack was.
Thanks. Well, Laney and I went out and saw him for about an hour today. It looks like that methadone thing might do some good.
Good, I'm glad.
Now, I'm not kidding myself, mind you. He's got to put in the time, I know that. I just thank God that guy he hit pulled through. He won't have that on his conscience the rest of his life.
And he's got the right man in his corner, too.
I hope so.
I think that's half the battle, right?
Right.
Take care.
Bye, Steve.
Foul into the stands. Etiquette made a good catch of it there. Audience man.
How's he doing?
All right. Winds up.
He's all right.
Last ball. And there she goes. That's it.
Hey, we're gonna be doing okay too, buddy boy.
Monsignor?
Yes?
Monsignor McGowan?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
I'd like you to hear my confession.
Well, the regular times for confession are Saturday afternoons and evenings, or daily before the 6 o'clock Mass.
No, I can't wait. Look, it's something terrible, Father. Something that's eating me alive inside.
All right, son. Take that confessional. I'll be right with you. God have mercy on you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 2 weeks since my last confession.
Well, go on, son.
I've broken the 5th commandment, Father.
You've killed?
Yes, Father. Twice.
Killed 2 people?
No, not people. Voices of evil. Men who hide behind God's robes while the true man of God lives in disgrace and shame. What are you talking about?
You. I'm talking about you and all those pretenders like you.
Where's the lieutenant?
He's on his way.
Number 3, huh?
Yeah, number 3. Same way?
Caught both barrels point blank. Body was found by the priest over there, Father Romero.
What was his name?
McGowan, Monsignor McGowan.
We get the report by tonight? Yeah, thanks. Father, my name is Inspector Keller.
What is it, Inspector? What's happening? First a priest, then a minister, now another priest. What's happening?
I don't know, Father. I wish I knew. I just wish I knew. Now, maybe you can help us with what you know.
I don't know anything, except 3 members of the clergy have been murdered. Savagely, brutally.
Where were you when the shooting took place?
In the rectory.
What time was that?
It was approximately 1 o'clock, no more than 10 after.
Told me once he kept prayers for other priests short. If you were a good man, you wouldn't need them. And if you weren't, all the prayers in the world wouldn't help.
He was one of the best.
I didn't know Mike. I'm very sorry.
You know him well?
We grew up together in the same alley fights, went to the same schools. Until he went to seminary. Where we started, it seemed as though you only had 3 choices. As you got older, you either became a crook, a cop, or a priest.
They used to say Father Tom ran his parish like a beat. Maybe he had a touch of cop in his blood.
Maybe he did. Maybe. I only know he's got the whole police force looking for the man who killed him. Oh, there's no pattern. There's no pattern at all. How many days have we been on this? Almost a week? And nothing. You. Oh, you're a big help. You call yourself a psychiatrist. Can't you come up with answers on anybody? Anybody who could be sick enough to commit a string of murders like this? What are we paying you for anyway?
Whoa, hostile today. I can give you some answers. About how police lieutenants pick on shrinks half their size. If you really want instant satisfaction for all that bread the department lays on me. Okay, Mike, I'm sorry. But aside from the killings being all clergymen, The only pattern I can see is that each killing took place on a Sunday after services. Could be some sort of fanatic. Sits in a pew, works himself into a rage, and then strikes out in some distorted sense of vengeance.
You mean like some kind of grudge?
Maybe.
What was he after, the man or the cloth?
Maybe God.
Lenny, what, he's killing a symbol?
Well, they say each time the Boston Strangler killed, he was killing his mother symbolically.
Don't give me symbols. I want facts.
Okay, fact. There is a pattern behind what a psychotic killer does and how he does it. Fact. Without knowing the man himself, how his mind is bent, well, the only thing I can tell you is he's probably schizoid or paranoid schizoid.
Which tells me nothing.
Mike, you bring me more, I'll tell you more. There's only one thing I can tell you. If you want to nail him, you better do it fast.
That's right, they've been every week so far. You think he'd hit before Sunday?
Maybe. And maybe he won't kill again at all.
Why is that?
Because the unconscious doesn't know anything about numbers. If it is vengeance of some kind, he could suddenly think it's complete at any time.
Oh, great. That's just great. Now, nobody wants him to commit a crime again. But if he doesn't, we'll lose him forever.
You know, Mike, there is one tie. It's just not in this area.
What's that?
A background check I did on Father Stewart, the first priest that was killed. Turns out he went to the same seminary as Tom McGowan. Was even ordained in the same year.
St. Anthony's here in the Bay Area.
Right.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
Well, I didn't see how it tied in with a Methodist minister, Dowd. I don't see how it ties in now, either.
Well, that's just what we're going to find out.
Mike, why don't you grab something to eat, back off it for a little bit, huh?
You gonna bill me for that bit of advice, too?
You're pressing, Mike. You're human, too, subject to stress, tension. We can all take just so much.
He's right, Mike. I can go to the seminary.
You just ride herd on the street. And don't anybody worry about how much I can take.
Priests leaving their vocations every day, practically every day. Seminaries are empty, priests getting married. Strikes, demonstrations. The next thing I expect to hear is that one of our faculty members is writing pornographic paperbacks in his spare time to supplement his income.
Let me see it.
Yes. Ah, yes, this is the group, yes.
Oh, 48 in the class, huh? Oh, there we go now. McGowan, Stewart, John Dowd. Father Petrelli, one of the men killed was a Methodist minister. His name was John Dowd. Could it be the same man?
John Dowd. Yes, he was with us. But sometime later, he left the priesthood for a more liberal Protestant doctrine.
You know what we're going to have to do, Father? We're going to have to look through this whole folder very carefully.
Yes, of course. But don't forget to bring it back now.
Henry Driscoll.
Driscoll, right?
Right. Merrill Mitchell.
Mitchell. Right. Then we got, William Moreno, right?
Moreno, that's right. That does it. That's 48. Minus 4 who died of natural causes, 3 who were the victims, leaving 41. And if our figuring is correct, 27 of those are still working in parishes in the western states, 18 in California, and 7 right here in our own vicinity.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got to do some good old-fashioned legwork.
He's writer's cramp, I'll tell you that. You do have the addresses that go along with these names? Well, I got to make up that list, too.
What, did somebody tell you that a cop's job was all action and glory?
No, I just want to know why I got to write on the board when you got on a list and a piece of paper in front of you.
Because I want it right here, right there. Now, without looking at the board. Don't look at the board. Look at me. Come on. Now, give me the list of 7 guys we've got to see.
All right, come on.
Without looking at the board. Come on.
All right, we got Moreno, Mitchell, Driscoll, Dillon, Fowler, Reed, and Spencer.
Right. And that's why they still have blackboards in classrooms, buddy boy.
Give me a list of addresses. We've like...
No, I talked to Bishop Hallahan. His staff is on it.
41 priests. All of them targets. Think one of them pulled the trigger?
I don't know. Lenny said grudge. It's hard to think that one of them would be packing one. But somebody is.
Got anything?
No, you?
Yeah.
What?
Father Dillon over at St. Anne's. What about him? He gave me the name of a guy that wasn't on our list. Joseph Patrick Shea.
Not on the list. How come?
Well, it seems the guy washed out for a couple of years. He never graduated. Reason being he had a nervous breakdown.
Where is he now?
I don't know. I'm working on it. I just want to let you know.
Good. Let's get on with it.
Wait a minute. There's more. Now, Father Dillon said that it was a group of students, a sort of council, that told the faculty advisors of Shea's condition.
You mean he's blaming them for his washout? That's what Lenny said, a grudge.
Looks that way because all three of the dead are on that council.
And there's Tom.
And Dowd and Stewart.
That's right. Who are the others?
Wait, there's a guy in the L.A. Archdiocese. His name is Gomez. Another one's a missionary in Asia.
Who's that?
William Moreno. And the other one's a guy that you were going to see.
Yeah, the fifth circle on our list, Driscoll.
Henry Driscoll, right.
My guess is that he's on somebody else's list, right on top. What about Shea? You get a trace on him?
Yep.
Good. Get on the teletype to LAPD. Tell him to put some protection around Gomez, and I'll go with his father, Driscoll.
Right.
Chilly day today, Father.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Never seem to get tired, do they?
No, matter of fact, I was just thinking about that myself. They sort of play as if their lives depended on it.
They do. The struggle in youth is what makes strong wings.
Wings?
What's the matter with you, Father? Never watched a butterfly?
I'm sorry, I don't...
When I was a kid, I found a chrysalis. You know what that is? A chrysalis?
Chrysalis? Yes, I believe so. That's the shell that an insect normally...
That's right. It's a shell where it lives, while it's changing from one kind of bug to another kind of bug. Anyway, I dumped it in a jar till this butterfly started to come out, you know? And I saw he was having trouble. So I reached in and I broke the shell open. But when it came out, it kind of flopped around real weak-like. And then it died. I found out later, the struggle in youth is what makes strong wings.
See what you mean?
Do you? It didn't happen. I just thought it sounded good. I read it someplace. I read a lot. Mostly the Bible. But I don't go around throwing it at people, you know? What I feel about God is between him and me. Is there anything wrong with that, Father?
No, I don't believe so. Man's relationship with God is a very personal thing.
That's safe.
I beg your pardon?
I said that's safe. What you thought I wanted to hear, right?
I don't believe I quite...
You must be Father Driscoll. Father Henry Driscoll?
No, I'm Father Carey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
I just thought you were Father Driscoll. Where is he?
Well, right now he's in Sacramento at a regional conference. He'll be back sometime tomorrow morning. Is there anything I can do for you?
No, thank you. I just want to see Father Driscoll. Father Henry Driscoll. If he'll be back tomorrow, I'll see him then.
Target for a killer? No, that's
You do remember Joseph Shea?
Oh, yes, I remember poor Joe.
Seminary council?
Yes, I vaguely remember we made some sort of recommendation to the faculty about him, but that was half a lifetime ago. Are you trying to tell me that
I'm only trying to do one thing, Father.
Driscoll?
Catch a homicidal maniac before he kills again.
No, not Joe Shea. Joe Shea, I remember, he was ineffectual. He was incapable of lifting a finger against anyone. And there was no maliciousness in the council's intent when they went to talk to the faculty advisors.
But then, Father, why did you go talk to the advisors?
Well, as I recall, Joe Shea just wasn't capable of assuming the pressures of the priesthood. He was headed for a breakdown. He was practically a basket case. But we did what we felt was best for Joe Shea.
And how did he feel about it?
He was upset.
Just upset? Not angry?
Yes, he was angry.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you very much.
You know, I grant you that 30 years is a pretty long time, Father, but as long as I've been behind that desk, and I haven't been there 30 years yet, but as long as I've been behind it, I've seen more than one man explode over something that's been brewing in him for a long, long time.
You really think I'm a target, don't you?
I'd make book on it.
All right. What do you suggest?
Protection.
Now, just a minute. I will not turn this church into an armed fortress.
Well, there is another way, Father.
Oh, how?
You could isolate yourself from the daily routine, do some research for an indefinite period of time.
And let a policeman take my place?
You got it.
Now, that means that you are assuming that the killer doesn't know me on sight.
And Joseph Shea does, I know.
Lieutenant, you can't have it both ways.
Father, you studied with the Jesuits, didn't you?
You got it.
Well, between you and Lenny, we've got enough logic. What I want is to catch a killer, and I want to do it without risking your life.
So you risk yours?
That's the way I earn my pension.
But not your death. Not standing in for me, you don't.
Oh, come on, Father.
Lieutenant, I'm sorry, but it's out. It's finished.
Father, now forgive me. But you're as ornery as the devil.
That's one of my few virtues, I'm sure.
Well, that's not what Bishop Hallahan says. He speaks very highly of you.
You already talked to Bishop Hallahan?
No, I didn't talk to him. Michael, he did.
He just happened to have a perfect fit.
I'm surprised at that. I always understood with that shirt, it's not whether or not the shirt fits the man. It's whether or not the man fits the shirt.
Well, let me tell you. Maybe I didn't make the priesthood, but in my time, I was the best damned altar boy. Well, I was. Don't you look at me like that. I was the best altar boy St. Vincent's ever saw.
I'm gonna level with you, Lieutenant. You sure could have fooled me.
Martin, well, what are you doing here? I didn't think you were due for your regular visit until, when is it? Next week sometime. Next,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes. Of course. What a pleasant surprise.
I just thought maybe we could talk for a while, Father.
Talk? On a beautiful day like this, you should be off in the country someplace, taking a hike, maybe going fishing. You know, it's... When I was your age, Martin, when I was your age, there were things we could see, things we could go and do.
You told me about the lakes?
Lakes? Ah, yes, the lakes. Lakes were beautiful.
And pure.
And pure? Pure mountain water, Martin, felt clean and clear.
Go on.
What, Martin?
About the mountains, the lakes, the places you used to go.
Ah, yes, the lakes were so beautiful, but that was a long time ago, Martin. When I was your age,
I wish we could go sometime together. Just you and me. We'd find a place like that and we'd just sit around.
Oh, no. Oh, this group here looks like they're a little under the weather, don't they? Even with all this glorious sunshine.
You'd like it too, wouldn't you? Father Shea?
What's that, Martin?
If we could go someplace like that, together.
I'd love it, Martin. I'd love it more than anything I can think of in the world.
And maybe someday we can. You shouldn't be here. You don't belong here. You should be out there where those others have been all this time.
No. Oh, Martin, it's all right. I'm happy here. What about you, that new job of yours? Where is it? I can never remember the name. It's,
Mount Davidson.
Mount Davidson. Of course, Davidson. I can never You taking care of things there, Martin? Everything's going along all right for you, and that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, yes. Huh? When you look over here, what's happened to...
I've been taking care of things for you too, Father. The pretenders are being punished. All the ones who hurt you.
I think these are about ready for a little shower.
All the voices of evil.
Evil? Why do you speak of evil, Martin? There's too much evil among us in this world. You have been going to Mass regularly, haven't you?
Yes, Father.
And confession? What about confession?
Just this past Sunday, confession and Mass.
And this Sunday? Tomorrow?
Yes, sir, I intend to. I fully intend to.
Good. Bless you, my son.
Well, he was a young fellow, 25, 26, certainly no more than that.
And you say he asked for Father Driscoll by name?
That's right. Father Driscoll, Father Henry Driscoll. He repeated it like that. Sort of like a computer, as if more for his benefit than mine.
Were you expecting anybody?
Well, no. No, we don't confine our hours here to hearing confessions and saying Mass. You know, people drop by, they want to talk, they ask for advice. And sometimes just passing the day, it makes them feel a lot better.
But he asked for you by name.
Oh, he could have gotten my name in 100 places. It's a large parish, Lieutenant. Well, if you're going to be suspicious of everybody knocks on our doors here, you've got a big job ahead of you.
I can handle the job, Henry, if you can handle Mike. Instead of Lieutenant.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike.
Okay, just be careful. Father Carey, I'm going to ask you to give a description of this man to the police artist.
I'll be happy to.
Sorry, I should have knocked.
No, we don't have locked doors here for a very good reason. We shouldn't have the feeling that we're hiding behind them for the same kind of reason.
I hope you're still gonna feel that way, Father. Returns are coming in.
What's that?
Father Gomez was shot to death 2 days ago in the rectory of his parish. Ballistics ammo, all the same as the killings here in San Francisco. Steve, come here. What about Shay?
He had a complete breakdown 19 years ago. He's at the Pacific State Hospital.
Stay with it.
I'm on my way now.
Okay.
Mike.
I know. Driscoll is the only circle left.
And you're in it? Familiar with this case?
I was staffing admittance the day he first came to us. Too long ago. I've been here so long myself, I'm like an institution within an institution. Oh, here he comes now.
And he's never been out of confinement?
Not for the past 7 years. Well, before that, he was in and out half a dozen times, dating all the way back to his first confinement.
But he's never been out of this hospital in the last 7 years?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to speak with him? He's quite harmless.
I don't think so.
Bye-bye, Father. Thank you.
Martin?
Oh, hi, Doc.
I wasn't looking for you until next Wednesday.
I just came to see Father Joe.
Well, take care. Inspector, I'll show you out.
Thank you.
No, that isn't right. The nose is thinner.
Got it?
I got zilch. He's been locked up for 7 years.
You positive? Couldn't you
Mike,
pull the
I checked it
disappearing
out. I'm
act?
telling you, no.
Right back to zero, huh? Except for that long shot they're pulling over there.
You still gonna play target?
You got something better?
I can see that collar's done nothing for your disposition.
What did you expect? Bing Crosby and going my way?
A reasonable facsimile.
Don't give me that reasonable fact. I'm sorry.
Mike.
I'm sorry.
You wearing anything besides that collar?
Well, I tried my special. It bulged just too much. Besides, I thought it was sacrilegious.
You're crazy. You know that you are. I'm getting your shoulder holster with a 32. At least you got something in short range.
Lieutenant. Mike. Sorry, Mike. This is him. I think we've got it. You're sure? Yeah, I'm positive. That's him. Have you seen this before?
No, not that I remember.
Get this on the wire. Possible suspect believed to be armed and dangerous.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute.
What's the matter?
I think I saw this man.
Where?
He was at the hospital with Shay.
Yes, that's him.
Martin Novak.
Yes.
You say he's an outpatient?
Yes, since the latter part of last year. Before that, he'd spent some time with us, but he'd been making such wonderful progress.
Well, you know where we can find him now, Doctor?
Would you bring me a file on Martin Novak, please?
Paranoid schizophrenic?
Yes.
What about religious fanaticism?
Oh, yes.
How about his family? A loner, illegitimate, maybe?
Not maybe, in fact.
With a need for a father figure. A desperate need.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Walden, you know what we're going for. Could Shay have ever talked about not being a real priest to Novak?
Oh, yes, certainly. He has occasional moments of lucidity when he realizes that wearing a collar is just his own personal fantasy. Yes, here's the address.
Thank you. Then if he talked about being a real priest, he could have talked about why.
And he might have mentioned the council that brought his problem to the seminary.
I hate to believe that, but it is quite conceivable.
Doctor, can I use your phone, please?
Yes, certainly. Dial 9 for a direct line now.
That means that even if Shay never said anything about wanting to duel the members of the council, Novak could have taken it upon himself to kill him.
It's this simple, Steve. Shay means everything to this kid. This kid thinks someone ruined Shay's life, and he decides to get the people who hurt Shay.
Homicide, Captain Olson's office, please. Dr. Walden, what do you think?
It's all very possible. Even more so when you add the element of religion. I'd say that in Martin's distorted view, he's killing for the love of man and for the love of God.
Rudy, Steve Keller, we have our man. Martin Novak, 4211 Farrell.
May God forgive him his sins, his evil against a chosen one. God forgive Henry Driscoll, sent this day to his reward.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us, Lord, from every evil, and grant us peace in our day. In your mercy, keep us free from sin and protect us from all anxiety as we wait in joyful hope for the coming of our Savior, Jesus Christ. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory
Zero.
are yours, now
Gobrovsky and Chin are the only suspicious-looking characters I've seen.
Lord Jesus, you said to your apostles, I leave you peace. My peace I give you. Look not on our sins, but on the faith of your family, and grant us the peace and unity of your kingdom, where you live forever and ever. The Lord be with you. The Almighty God bless us, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Go in peace. The Mass is ended. Thanks be to God.
whether the gymnasium can be made available, especially on such short notice.
We didn't have any trouble getting the gymnasium last year.
Oh, no, I didn't say there'd be any trouble. I tell you what, why don't you let me look into it, and I'll let you know next Sunday.
But that won't give us much time to get organized.
Well, if anybody can organize it and make it a success, I'm sure you ladies can.
Oh, well.
Bless you.
Thank you, Father.
Father?
For a minute, I thought they were going to ask me for my ID.
Bing Crosby would have known how to handle it.
Oh, sure, but he never could have joined our choir. Well, maybe we guessed wrong, eh?
Tom McGowan was killed after Mass, Mike.
I know. Well, what about the address you got from the hospital?
Moved, no forwarding.
Well, what about Shay? I thought Dr. Walden was going to question him.
He did. All I can remember is Novak had a job as a caretaker. Walden looked into it as a part-time thing arranged by the Department of Human Resources.
Who's on it?
Devitt. It's difficult getting anything from civil services on a Sunday. Also, I got Chen, Grabowski, and Rice covering all entrances to the church and rectory. I don't think I'll take them off till we're sure.
Bless you, my son.
Thank you, Father.
Yes.
Thank you.
Father Driscoll? Did you call me, son?
Yes.
Which one is Father Driscoll?
I am. What is it you want?
Well, why did he answer when I called him?
Well, you see, sometimes it's hard to hear in here, especially when your mind is on prayer. Isn't that right, Father Stone?
Yes, it is.
Go ahead, Father. You go right in, Father, and I'll see what the young man wants. Go ahead.
No way, Father. Not another step.
You got anything from your angle?
There's no sign of him, Steve.
Jim?
Just a whole lot of quiet.
That shotgun isn't necessary.
You know, don't you? You know why I'm here.
She wanted to speak to me.
I came to see Father Henry Driscoll. Which one is it?
I told you
Now,
that
Lieutenant. I can't let you go through with this. It's my life he wants.
Leave me alone. Stay here. Stay! He went out the back.
he was inside all the time. The confessional.
Jim, Jordan, where?
Get him.
Davidson. Dr. Walden, you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure, Inspector. Father Shea's here with me right now. He remembers Martin saying it, too.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hey, Steve. Rice just went into surgery. How's Mike?
Giving the doctors a hard time.
Don't worry about me. I'll sign your release. They think everything in this hospital is terminal. How's Rice?
He'll make it, Mike.
And what about you, Grabowski? Do you think you'll make it?
Hey, I'm sorry, Mike.
Don't be sorry. Just tell me how you lost him.
It was like a maze, Mike. Novak knew the turns and he didn't.
Where was Chen?
Calling up support.
Oh, you had to grab my arm when I pass out, huh?
Oh, back off, Mike, will you? Driscoll's alive and we know where the...
Back off? We had him in our hands and now he's gone.
We know where he is. Mount Davidson.
Novak police. Open up.
Mike.
Yeah.
The list.
Hey, there he is. It's all right. It's all over now. You can come out. It's all right. You're going to be all right.
Oh, I'm not hurt. But are you all right, Father?
Why, yes, Yes. Yes, sister, I'm fine. When are you ever going to get around to calling me Mike?
Oh, Mike? Well, Mike it is. If you'll keep calling me Father, you know, I never did like the sound of Henry. Only man I know of who carries that office style is old Henry Aaron.
Are you a Giant fan?
I'll catch every game I can.
Well, we've got to go out the candlestick on their next homestand.
You're on. You know, I had visions of a career myself once.
What happened?
What happened? I had a weakness for a slow curve over the outside corner, and a sudden decision that wearing this cloth would work better for me than gray flannels. Although, to this day, I still wonder what would have happened if I had choked up on that bat and closed my stance a little.
Now, who's going to say you're not playing in the majors right now?
Oh, you mean hitting a homer for God?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, you boys parked one, that's for sure. And Mike, I know that nothing is going to take away the pain of losing a friend like Tom McGowan. And I think that he's grateful for what you did, too. Tom was fond of an old Irish benediction. May God sleep on your pillow. May he hold you in the hollow of his hand. May the roads rise with you. Fair weather to your heels.
May the wind be ever at your back. And may you be a long time in heaven before the devil knows you're gone. I remember it.
Mike, I wish you that. May the wind be ever at your back.
Thank you, Father.
Steve?
Father, take care. You know, you look pretty good with that collar on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I'm going to have to keep that in mind.
Well, why is that?
Well, you never know when someday you're going to need something to fall back on.